Faith doesn't require books, and spirituality doesn't require tools. You have a main line to source inside of you. You are source. It's the separation that's the illusion. You have all the power inside of you already. One of my favorite songs is by Queen Herbie, and she says, you got to get the roots before you get the fruit. And I have found this to be so true because the roots are so much deeper than I ever thought they were when I started this journey 20, 30 years ago of really understanding my own spirituality and my connection to this thing that I couldn't name. It was just, I called it lots of things. Was it the Holy Spirit? Was it spirit? Was it source? What was this relationship that I had? And I spent a long time trying to figure out a title or a name for my connection to my highest self and to this universal consciousness. And really, it is me, and I am you, and we are all. And that's really confusing because that illusion is very, very real in our society. So many times we feel like we can't get to it because we're stuck in the the rat race, the race of capitalism, and upholding all these ideals that we didn't even create. All of the systemic problems existed before you did, before I did. They've been around for generations and generations. And it's not our fault. We didn't create racism. We didn't create capitalism. We didn't create colonialism. And yet it's wired in my DNA. It's a part of who I am. And that is what the deconditioning process is, and how you gain greater access to spirit. It's by going through and finding the truth, what is real for you. And this is something that no one can do for you because no one knows your conditioning. You are the expert at your life. I'm not the expert at anything except my life. We all have to go on our own journey, and it's truly what makes it beautiful. You get to be your own damn hero, and I am my hero. And when we do that, living in our design, it's remarkable. I, like so many other people, went through a most fierce burnout stage that was exhausting and lasted damn near a decade. Part of this is because of my design. I needed to learn how to slow down. Being a manifesting generator, that is literally one of the hardest things I've ever done, is learn how to slow down, really listen to other people, which I always did well, but not like I have after I learned to slow down. There's a balance to it. And the Eastern culture is excellent at helping you find your center and your calm and your breath and an awareness of your body. And Western culture is really good at the do and the taking action and the making money, but neither are fully correct in themselves. It's really a combination of taking the best from what we know that actually works for us and our design, because burnout is exhausting. Like it will kill you. And I think that's why we have so many diseases in the world today, because we're just going. And manifesting generators, everybody wants to be a manifesting generator because it seems like we have everything figured out. Like we have all the cool attributes. We get to go fast, we're big and we're loud and we do things. And yet we just create 10 times the mess. Just speaking from experience, like it gets really ugly. One of my favorite memes is, nobody likes a half-assed jingler, so jingle all the way. And that is exactly what I've done throughout my life. And that, it has created some deep faith, because I have lived and have the most amazing, miraculous stories because I've lived on the edge of sanity, of the edge of reality, in a space where there really is no plan B. Like I just jump and the universe catches me and carries me. And sometimes it's been ugly and other times it's been so stunningly beautiful to be able to see the magic that I can create. And yet I don't want to just create magic once. I wanted to be able to learn how to do it over and over and over again. And so really it's this combination of internal alignment and then matching your outward world to what you feel inside of you. And that is where amazing magic can happen. I also learned that my pain threshold is way too high. Like, we don't have to get to a rock bottom in order to create magic. If you've been through trauma and you've been in survival, like in those survival moments where you're at your raw edge, that becomes our pain threshold, and lessening our tolerance, learning how to have softer skin and not be so tough and not be so strong. There is amazing magic in the soft and the feminine. Even if you are a man, there's that femininity inside of each of us, that when we can get in touch with that, it's just remarkable. But it requires sitting with ourselves. The last few years, I've been doing this thing like 10 to 12 times a year where I just go out camping by myself. I couldn't afford retreats at the level that I wanted to be able to go to them. So I bought camping gear and learned how to just camp out in the wilderness by myself, getting in touch with myself. And I'm telling you, those first 8 hours that I was out in the woods with no cell phone service by myself, it was terrifying. But then the most amazing breakthroughs happened. And that's really where I've discovered an inner quiet. It's being in nature, loving myself, caring for myself in all the unique ways where I can only hear me by getting rid of everything else. There's a couple thoughts that I want to leave you with. And I've noticed throughout my journey, I have had this tendency to go like, I can do this when I do this next thing. I can have this when I have the next thing. And it's just ridiculous because we've done so much in our lives. I've done so much in my life. And so whenever I feel that, oh, I need to do the next thing, I just remind myself, no, I've done enough. I've done enough and I am enough. And why do I need to wait for my blessings? Why not now? Why can't I have everything I desire now? I don't know anyone who has dealt with all of their internalized shit. The racism, the colonialism, the capitalism, the religion, the sex issues. Like, there's so many issues that we have as humans on this planet. And that is what this space is for. Worthy is to help all of us dismantle that deep internalized yick that wasn't our fault. We didn't create it. We didn't ask for it, yet we were born into it. And this isn't a quick journey. I run the program in seasons, like the 4 seasons of the year, because I have found that it's easiest to follow the transits that way, that we do things in seasons. And so through the fall season, which is what we're in now, it's harvest season. I'm bringing a bunch of people in. We are going to win school games. We're going to have a blast doing it. And then we roll into winter. And winter is where we do the deep internal work. That's where we really dismantle the internal things. And then we move into spring. And that is when we start to create and put together the thing that we're going to launch in summer. And then through the summer, we do it and we have all the fun and we do the things, we create the things. And then we come back to fall where we harvest. And we just go round and round and round. And when you learn to fall in rhythm with the very planet that we're living on, that has a very low frequency, it's not always about vibing high. Like, we need to learn to ground and vibe very low at the same time. And so when we can keep our head in the clouds and our feet in the ground while dismantling all the ick and loving ourselves, oh, it just changes everything. I know $200 a month can seem like a lot depending on where you're at in life, but there's also a 40% affiliate or commission that is included when you're in the program. So when you're in Worthy, it's not a program, it's a community. So when you're in Worthy, you can then refer other people in and receive a 40% commission. So a huge chunk of that 200 is commission, which is really freaking awesome. And I don't give discounts because of the commission, but I do periodically run paid in full discounts. So if you want to pay for an entire year, I will give you a discount for it. Just send me a DM and we'll work it out. And of course, all throughout the year, we're going over our 3 major pillars, which is our timelines, our gates or our gene keys, all the gates down the side of your human design chart. And then we do tunnel work, which is the healing work, managing triggers, working on your nervous system, and the deep emotional processing. So those are our 3 pillars that we do within the seasons, all for the point of coming to know this deeper part of you, that the wild, the free, the feral, the alive, the love, the joy, the compassion, the care. It's so absolutely amazing. I am so grateful you're here, and I hope you join us in Worthy. And I love you tons. Bye.